One of the best returning running backs in college football for 2022 entered the transfer portal a few weeks ago. Chip Trayanum had a very solid 2 years at Arizona State and, in my opinion, is one of the better and more underrated running backs in all of the country. However, he felt his time with the Sun Devils was up and it was time to start a new chapter. Well, on Christmas, he announced where his next chapter would be. He'd be returning home to Ohio State. Only he wouldn't be transferring there as a running back. He'd be transferring as a linebacker. Before we get to today's video, make sure to smash that subscribe button and turn on those notifications if you're new to my channel. If you're watching this video, odds are that you're a huge college football fan, and odds are you aren't subscribed. So make sure to join the community for more college football content. Also, if you could take a second and drop a like on this video, I would greatly appreciate it. It really helps the algorithm of the video and helps share with more college football fans. For those of you who have been watching my videos for a while, you would know that I'm an Arizona State fan. I've talked about Chip Trayanum multiple times and have said on numerous occasions how underrated of a running back he is. With Rachaad White entering the NFL draft, Trayanum would have been the lead back next season in Tempe and would have likely had a huge season in 2022. When I learned that he was entering the transfer portal, I was pretty upset, but I was also really confused. After he shared the backfield for 2 years, why would you leave when it's finally yours? Well, now we know why. On Christmas, he announced that he was transferring to Ohio State. Now, this didn't come as much of a surprise as he's from Akron and the Buckeyes were the favorite to land him when he was coming out of high school. But then I thought to myself, wait a second, this really doesn't make much sense. Ohio State already has one of the best running backs in the country in Travion Henderson. So why would you leave Arizona State, where you're finally going to be the starter, to be the second running back for the Buckeyes? But then I read his tweet in a little more detail, and he said that he was transferring to play defense, wanting to give linebacker a shot at Ohio State. Now, this isn't something that is entirely out of left field. He's not trying a brand new position for the first time in his life. When he was in high school, Chip Trayanum played both linebacker and running back. In addition, he also played some safety as well. While being recruited, a lot of teams wanted him to play linebacker, including Ohio State, but he opted to go to Arizona State and be a running back. He was a 4-star recruit by all major services. He was named by rivals as the number 16 running back in the country, while 24/7 Sports and ESPN had him as the 22nd ranked running back. He was the number 4 overall recruit out of the state of Ohio by ESPN and the number 5 overall recruit by 24/7 Sports. He missed the majority of his senior season, but the year he had as a junior is what really made him one of the best overall recruits in the entire state. He was a first-team All-American at linebacker and a first-team selection at running back as well. As a junior, he scored 26 touchdowns and rushed for over 1,300 yards on only 106 carries. On defense, he finished with 60 tackles, 8 sacks, 5 forced fumbles, and 10 pass breakups. He had offers from about 15 top programs, but again, he ultimately chose to come out west to Arizona State. Now, when you look at his numbers, they don't exactly light up the stat sheet, but as someone who follows Arizona State, this guy was truly the real deal. He only played in 13 games over his first 2 years, rushing for 700 yards with 10 rushing touchdowns. However, most of those games involved injuries and split carries with other running backs. He only had 7 career games with more than 10 carries, and he only had 2 games with more than 15 carries. He was very productive with his limited work, as he averaged a touchdown once every 12 carries. On Christmas, Chip Trayanum spoke with Letterman Row about his decision to transfer to Ohio State.
He's made his decision, and he's coming home. What went into this process for you, and why is Ohio State now the right choice for the next step in your career?
What went into this process for me, ever since I entered my name into the transfer portal, was just finding a place that I can really be comfortable and just know the environment. I knew once upon entering the transfer portal, I didn't want to enter anything new or enter anything with any like suspensions or whatnot. And I just wanted to be comfortable wherever I was at. And once I made all my once I set all my goals and what I wanted to do and how I wanted to fit somewhere, Ohio State checked all those boxes. A lot of it goes into this decision. Not even just Coach Day, but the whole staff. With me being very familiar with the whole staff and me being down in Columbus, a lot of the times when I was being recruited out of high school, just knowing the vibes and just knowing the culture of the program is something I definitely want to be a part of, and just to continue on a legacy of winning championships and winning national championships. So that's my goal as a competitor, and that's what I strive for, and that's what I wake up wanting to do every day.
Now, I know what you're thinking. After being a really good college football running back, why would you take a chance of transitioning into a new position at a school like Ohio State? Well, he shared his thoughts and reasoning for that as well.
Just now, just like knowing where I'm at now, I think 2 years ago I was a little bit anxious, be so ready to just give the ball up. So I kind of stick to running back. But now when I'm really on and think on it, like I feel like playing linebacker there or just playing defense there in general will really elevate me, and I'll be able to take it and run with it and be able to really achieve my dreams in the NFL and then be successful at the next level after that. So for me, once I talked with Dan and everybody on the whole coaching staff, it was just what was the need on the team. So like me as a person I am, I'm just willing to come in and compete where I'm needed and hopefully make an impact. When I was going through this whole transfer process, it's just clear. It's just more clear. Sometimes it's hard to believe that everything happens for a reason and that everything comes back full circle. But it was more clear and more evident to me once I went through this transfer process. So I'm excited. I'm excited to get back home, get back working, and be wearing that scarlet gray.
Ohio State signed 2 linebackers in the 2022 class, 5-star CJ Hicks and 4-star Gabe Powers. Now you add in Trayanum, and that's a pretty good linebacker class. Because of the NCAA rule change, Trayanum still has 4 years of eligibility remaining. Now, believe it or not, this isn't anything new for Ohio State. Steel Chambers was originally a running back for the Buckeyes, but he made the switch to linebacker last season. And he was pretty solid, as he finished the year with 42 tackles, an interception, a forced fumble, and a few pass breakups. He definitely showed that it was doable. Now, this is going to be an interesting storyline to follow in 2022. Like I mentioned, as someone who watched every snap of his Arizona State career, it really sucks to see him leave the Sun Devils. I do think that he would have been one of the best running backs in all of college football next season, but he thinks this is better for his career if he makes the switch to linebacker and goes to a school that gives him a better chance of winning the national championship. So I can't really fault the guy for doing that. So what are your thoughts on Chip Trayanum making the switch and transferring schools? Do you think it's the right move for him? If there are any Ohio State fans that are watching this video, let me know your thoughts on the move down below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say on this move. If you guys haven't done so yet, now is the perfect time to smash that subscribe button if you haven't done so yet. If you love college football, then this is definitely the place for you. Oh, and make sure to give this video a thumbs up as well, as it really helps share the video with more college football fans. Plus, it only takes a second to do, and you're doing a good deed. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video.